And now abide faith, hope, and what? Love. Watch this. These three, but the greatest of these is love. I want to talk to you this morning about, did you get the message? And then the subtitle this morning is Love Never Fails. So I need y'all to make sure you write these three words down. It's going to be important. Faith, hope, and love. I'm talking about the big three. He said these three remain. Faith, hope, and love. Faith can only work by something else. So it's not just faith alone. Can I hear you say amen? We have to keep hope alive. Because watch this, if I lose hope, my faith has nothing to... Faith is the substance of things hoped for, is the evidence of things not seen. So if I lose hope, faith has nothing to give substance to. So what Satan comes to do, my God, what Satan comes to do is wipe you out of hope. So your hope is what faith gives substance to. So regardless of how you feel, regardless of where you at in life, know that there's hope. Now I do want to say something before I move on. You are hopeless if you don't have Jesus. Because outside of him, there is no hope. But with Jesus, you can lose everything. And as long as you got Jesus, you got enough to start all over again. Anybody grateful they got Jesus this morning? I'm telling you, I get so excited about Jesus. Faith gives substance to hope. So faith, hope, and love, they in that particular order for a reason. Because you can have faith, but if you don't have love, your faith won't work. My God. What does faith work through? So I wanted to say this, and please, I mean this, I'm not saying, but when God spoke this to me, he said, tell the people some of their faith is not working because it's not working by love. So faith without works is dead. So now I got a revelation. What works is he really talking about? Faith without love is dead. Come on. My faith ain't working. Check your love. Check your love. Turn to Romans chapter 5, please. Look what it says. But God, that's Dr. Campbell right there, demonstrates. So what does love? Love demonstrates. Watch this. But God demonstrates his own love toward us. What did he do? In that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Man, I need y'all to look my way. Love demonstrate. So when you say you love, everybody look my way. It should be a demonstration of it. How many people know just I love you by itself ain't good enough? Love is an action word. But the devil will say, somebody did something to you. Love doesn't retaliate. Well, I'm trying to help somebody today. If you always in retaliation mode, it's not the true love of God. Because Jesus himself was on the cross. He said, if I wanted to, I can retaliate. When you're doing stuff for God, Satan is always going to try to discourage you. What's the message, Pastor? That we should love one another. He says, you have heard that it was said, you should love your neighbor and hate your enemy. Verse 44, but I say to you, love your enemies. There's no way you can love your enemies without God. But I'm finna show you a revelation that when you just love them, more blessings come to you. What God says, when you can love your enemies, you walk in a level of maturity that some folk can't walk in. Some of y'all, you've been hurt since you've been little. Your parents did this to you. I'm trying to free somebody, and you still got hate in your heart. It's time to let it go now. God, I love him. I don't like what my father did to me, but I still love him. I don't like what my mother did to me, but I still love him. I don't like the ones that molested me, but you still have to. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. See, when you keep loving your enemies, it's going to come a time where your promotion is going to be prepared right in front of them. It's going to come a time that the ones that hate on you, you're going to get the promotion and now you over them. It's going to come a time. Now I see why God said you need to love your enemies, because if you try to retaliate, you're going to lose some stuff. But when you love them and they got to sit there and smile at you and not, do you need some water, sir? Do you need some coffee, sir? And you say, thank you for that. Thank you, because God is about to to turn it around, and it's going to work in your favor. But he told me to tell you before I close, you got to get the hate out, and you got to love the hell out of them. Stay in the love of God. Let's stand and give Jesus a praise. Thank y'all, ladies. Come on, let's stand and give Jesus a praise. Hallelujah. Come on, let's magnify him for just a minute.